you advise. The children must be allowed to be children again. They must learn to play. They must learn what it means to have fun. We need a Santa Claus on Mars.
Now connected.
Whoa.
Hi. Are you my best buddy? Are you my best buddy? Are you my best buddy?
We have another Earth person that wants to see you.
Santa?
What up, everybody?
What up? I was
To
really waiting for that
nobody's-
bass to drop, you know?
Yeah, I wanted to make it longer, but it was like we're about a minute into it, so we might as well
It happens. It
cut it where it
happens.
is. Cut it where it is. Another Monday.
Another
Made it.
Magic Monday.
Magic.
Here we
Monday.
are again.
Do you believe
For-
in magic? Here on Chasing Chef.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, another Monday. Got the week started off right today, I guess. So
Yeah, I suppose. As good as it could be.
so
It was a
far,
busy
so good.
week last week, so, rolling into... We're almost there. We're almost through the holidays. Thanksgiving is next week.
Fast approaching. I was actually sitting back looking at some
Really is.
Black Friday deals yesterday. Got to look at those deals. You know what I'm saying? I want to capitalize this year on capitalism.
Yeah. I not too long ago, the regular monthly like ads that get sent in the mail and stuff, there was a Walmart catalog in there for like Black Friday stuff, and it was pretty early, but like I threw everything else away, but I held on to that for nostalgic purposes, because like I remember doing that all the time, like especially on Thanksgiving Day. Going over to like our great grandma's house and stuff, and everybody would be reading the ads and stuff, pre-planning their shopping trips for the next day and whatnot. Plus those catalogs, as a kid, you could look through them. You had all the toys and the video. I'd always flip straight to the movies and video games and see what was good there. So I held on to it. I thumbed through it in my spare time. I was like, I'm glad I held on to this.
They were dope. Mine was J.C. Penney's, I think. They used to send out the toy catalog. That was a big deal. Very big deal. Had to sit down. Moms would have us all sit down, circle what you want out of here. It does suck that's not a thing anymore, especially with me. I got, like a teenager. It's hard to, shop for him. So it's like if I ask him, he's like, I don't know. So I'm like, well, you're no help.
Right.
So
For sure. I just got hit with the I need Christmas lists text the other day for my family members, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like the older I get, the more I'm just like, I don't know. I've got no idea. Just give me a gift card,
I like something funny. Like, give me something funny or something,
Yeah.
Like
Well, my thing is, like, I'm a simple dude to shop for. I'm very simple to shop for, but everybody always has the same excuse, because I'm like, buy me a book, buy me a movie, like, what I like. Oh, well, how do I know if you have that movie or have that book? Give me a gift card. There we go, like, we can keep this ball rolling. It's like, or just like hit me up, be like, hey, do you have this movie? No, I don't have this movie.
Say, be very direct. Be very direct. Just hit you up and say, what movie do you want me to get you?
Right? Because that's why I see, like, I collect the Stephen King books, and it's like at this point I have the majority of Stephen King's books. So at this point, it's really just like the new ones that he puts out every year. But then what happens is, unless you're very specific and you're just telling a bunch of people, oh yeah, I want the new Stephen King book. I've already had it happen one year where I get like the same book from multiple people. Because it's what's new. It's what's the easiest to find. They're like, oh, yeah, you like Stephen King. I saw this. It's like, yeah, well, I got 40 of these now, so.
Right. I got enough of these already.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Christmas is always, it's fun. I mean, it's fun. You
It's
gotta
fun.
get in. You gotta like it. You got for the
Right.
kids.
Nothing like starting out our Thanksgiving show talking about Christmas.
We
You
love
know,
Christmas.
everybody wants to just fucking muscle out Thanksgiving, dude. Like everybody just wants to celebrate Halloween and move on to Christmas. But a lot of people really dig Thanksgiving. You know,
Like I said, I went ahead and dyed my hair red and green yesterday.
for the holidays, man.
For the holidays, man. I was like, well, might as well get like 2 months out of it
That's
before
fun.
then. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it after that point. But they do strong arm things. But I feel like I was saying earlier, I think Thanksgiving kind of did it to itself because in the movies, Thanksgiving has never really been represented as much as it should have been. I guess.
Right.
It's a good
I feel like anytime you really see Thanksgiving in movies, it's for like dysfunctional family dramas. You know.
I mean, and there's Thanksgiving. There's a few slasher Thanksgiving movies out there, but yeah, I would say the majority of because that's one of the reasons why I was like, well, let's talk about Thanksgiving shit because it's like, what do you watch then? Because I know
Right.
on Thanksgiving, it's like, okay, that's easy. You watch the parade, you watch football. That's
Right.
usually what everybody universally watches on Thanksgiving. I feel.
Mhm.
By the end of the night, you might throw on some Christmas stuff because,
Right.
well, that's up next.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I suppose you got the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special as well.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown coming in clutch with most of the holidays.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. With Thanksgiving, it seems like mostly all the content you would get would be like TV show specials,
Mhm.
more so than movies.
Yeah.
Because I can think of dozens of television shows.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know why Thanksgiving gets the boot so hard. Everybody loves to eat. Everybody always looks forward to Thanksgiving for the food of it. But not
If
all
you go-
foods, as I understand, from what you were saying before the show
No,
started.
well, no. If we want to, if everybody wants to bring their A game, you can get into Thanksgiving sides and stuff. But let's save that. Let's save that for a second.
Okay. Vader Girl 1. Hi, Pipe. Hell yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you. What do you watch on Thanksgiving? What is your go-to thing?
Because like I said, the top movies, when I looked it up earlier today, were like movies that just happen to happen around fall. Like You've Got Mail. I'm like, I don't think that's a Thanksgiving movie. Well, it happens in the fall time. Well, that doesn't scream Thanksgiving to me. Yeah. Much like we were saying, oh yeah, I'm doing really good.
Well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well myself.
Mondays are for the mind. And
very much.
We're just chilling here talking some Thanksgiving stuff.
Just getting into the Thanksgiving spirit.
The top movie was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And I feel like I watched that when I was young.
Yeah.
But I ain't watched that in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually seen that entire movie. But yeah, that's usually the one that comes up the most when it's Thanksgiving movies. Like I said before we started the show, Spider-Man's kind of my Thanksgiving movie in my mind, like the OG with Tobey Maguire. It's just something about that movie just has a very fall. I don't think the parade that goes on is the Thanksgiving Day parade.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be.
It very well could be.
We'll have to fact check that one.
Yeah.
But like I said, I always resort to the television shows. Bob's Burgers has a bunch of Thanksgiving ones that are great. Family Guy's got some. I like It's Always Sunny. Has a good Thanksgiving episode.
Yes, yeah, that's a pretty good Thanksgiving special.
Squashing the beef. That one is a good one. That I like to watch that. Of course, like I said, I'm a football guy, so if you've heard the Mashed Potato Mountain song, that's what I talked about. The Bears usually play on Thanksgiving. This year we're not, which I kind of took personal. So
yeah, for me, my birthday occasionally falls on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
So that that I always had a soft spot for Thanksgiving because of that.
Yeah, that's an interesting Thanksgiving, having your birthday as well as Thanksgiving.
Yeah. You get to eat real well. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's like a huge party. It's like dang.
But of course, as of next Monday, we'll get more into it a little later. But as of next Monday, people will have something new to watch every Thanksgiving as well. So
that's true. That's true.
So,
but when we're talking Thanksgiving, what's a Thanksgiving without talking the food?
the food.
The food. Because I've made comments. I stand where I've drawn my line. You know what I'm saying? I've drawn my line. I stand where I stand. I'm a turkey guy. I love turkey. I think if you just have ham on Thanksgiving, I mean, I don't hate ham, but I'd be like, where's the turkey?
This isn't Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we saved the ham for Christmas, but you can have ham too. I think ham is good on Thanksgiving. I just think it's paired well with the turkey.
Right, the turkey's a must. Yeah.
Turkeys are a must, and turkeys are in high demand this year. The prices are going up, so that sucks. That was big talk today. It was like,
was it?
Price of turkey's $2.99 a pound. I was like, I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad. It's double what it was last year. I guess that's bad.
Yeah.
But see, I've always been a very, very, very picky eater. Especially when it comes to like the sides, I feel like this one, green bean casserole. What are we feeling about that?
I am a negatory on anything green beans. I've stated this before. I feel very strongly about it. Sometimes people think like Belle loves green beans and she loves to like rub it in my face. I'm like I detest them. I'm down to try most whatever, but green beans, I'm just not here for it. Like even the smell makes me gag.
The only way I can eat green beans is when it's cooked with so much bacon that they just taste like bacon. Like when they just taste like bacon and there's bacon in it and all I can taste is bacon, I'm fine with that. Other than that, I don't want it. Yeah, no. Green bean casserole can stay at home.
I'm good on the green bean casserole. I'm good on all the green beans. You can just leave those at home. Don't bring them to my Thanksgiving.
How do you feel about how we feeling about yams? Sweet potatoes.
Yams, sweet potatoes. Well, I'm a year-round sweet potato eater now myself. I used to not be a sweet potato guy. I used to really not care for them. Sometimes, like at school or some other places, they'd get a little fancy, hit you with the sweet potato fries, and I never liked that kind of stuff. But I don't know what I think. I decided I wanted to start eating a little healthier, and I had kind of looked into it and started making this little sweet potato dish that I make. And Belle has now made me, like anybody who she can get to stop for a few moments, me to cook these sweet potatoes for them. Because what blows people's minds is that I put tuna in them, and they're like, tuna and sweet potatoes? Like, I don't know about that. Trust me, it's to die for. It's
I would never touch
you can do it with chicken if you want to. It works just as well, but like stuff with tuna and black beans, corn, cheddar cheese. It's really good stuff.
That I would not eat, but
I'm telling you, if I didn't tell you what was in it and I just had you eat it, you'd be like, "Oh, this is pretty good." You wouldn't even know it was tuna, like the way I cook it and stuff. Everybody has said the same thing, and then everybody who tries it is like, "Oh, this is actually unexpected."
You're talking for something. I would not. I don't eat anything seafood. I don't eat no beans. I don't eat no corn.
Oh God!
So that's what I'm saying. That whole dish is like I would take.
If it's not chicken nuggets, you ain't trying to talk.
Exactly. Nah, I eat more. Like I like yams. I like the sweet potatoes myself. I've always where I weird people out with them is like, and it might have been just how I was introduced to them and how I came about eating them was when I was in the Navy, and a lot of people were using salt and pepper on them, and when I use sweet potatoes with the marshmallows and all that stuff, I'll put salt and pepper up on them, and then I eat them. People always be looking at me like, "You crazy?" I'm like, "Oh, this is how I eat it. Like this is how I know to eat it. Like there ain't no other way, in my opinion." So I mess with them. I like them. I think
they are good sweet, but I usually go the savory route.
I think the most underrated must-have side of Thanksgiving is the chicken noodles.
Chicken noodles underrated, you'd say?
Well, like I've been to Thanksgivings that didn't have the chicken noodles, and I felt like, It's an all right Thanksgiving.
That's a
but
lackluster Thanksgiving, is what
That's
that
what I'm
is.
saying.
So somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do if there was no chicken noodles at your Thanksgiving.
It's a must-have. That's a Thanksgiving
For
must-have.
me, if it's not there on Thanksgiving, I'll let it go. But if it's also not there at Christmas, that's when I start to get a little upset. But for me, it's the cheese ball.
Cheese ball.
If they fuck around and have me no cheese ball 2 holidays in a row, you get Easter to redeem yourself.
Which one are you going for? Are you going for the cheddar? Or are you going for the port wine?
I wouldn't know. Whatever they make, with the little ham pieces all around it, just excellent. They
make a few different kinds. They make some with bacon around it. They make some with, like I said, with a port wine. I don't know. I always look at that cheese and go, I feel like it'll be really good, but I feel like it won't at the same time. I've never had the cheese ball. I've never.
Oh man, it's delightful. A good cheese ball, for sure. I could just sit there and fuck it up with crackers. Just sit there and just eat that whole cheese ball on my own and not shit for 3 days. Like,
what's the most unconventional? What's the most unconventional thing you would find at a Thanksgiving feast, and be hype about? Like that you wouldn't think that you would have found there, but you're like, holy shit, though, I'm about to go hard.
I don't know because I know it's happened before for sure.
I can tell you right now something that is not at Thanksgiving, but I would fight for. General Tso's chicken and some rice.
Okay.
Up in things. Oh man.
I mean, you got me there. If I'm at a Thanksgiving dinner and they bust out like some Chinese food, like I would be like, I'm not even upset with this, like at all.
Yeah. No, like I say, like when I think Thanksgiving is such the most traditional. Mashed potatoes, turkey, stuffing.
Well, like for me, pad thai is like my favorite food, and I think pad thai, like honestly, God, if I'm at a Thanksgiving and somebody's brought in pad thai, I'm like, who the fuck brought pad thai to Thanksgiving? But I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset about it at all. Like, bring on the noodles. We're gonna.
Or like boneless chicken wings. Like I ain't never seen no boneless wings at Thanksgiving. Right. We all love boneless wings.
It makes sense, it's basically like a classier Super Bowl party. It's all Thanksgiving really is. You're just having more of a meal than appetizers.
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't be mad at that. I brought buffalo chicken dip one year. Like, fuck it.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it a must because that's definitely, some people can live without it, but it's a good one to have at any event. I don't even care if people find it out of season. I think it works.
What?
Do you show up with buffalo chicken dip?
Oh, the buffalo chicken dip.
Oh yeah. Like I'm not gonna be mad if that's what you show up to the potluck with. You know what I mean?
You'd be well received. I think no matter what.
Absolutely.
What group you roll in? I always make my. Not big on anything.
You cut out. Still cut out. What did you say? You make your what?
I'm not big on ranch. So I always cut like ranch out of mine.
Yeah. No, I heard you. I just couldn't believe it.
I thought I was still
another thing to add to the list that you don't eat.
No, fuck no, bro. I don't need no sort of condiments like that. Okay, I don't need no ranch. I don't need no blue cheese. I don't need nothing.
Phil's the same way. But actually, sometimes that comes through clutch because I'm a sauce guy. I'm a dips and dressing guy, and he's not a big condiment guy. So like anytime we go to B-Dubs or something, he still orders the ranch and stuff and just gives it to me. It really comes in clutch. So,
yeah, I mean, I do that for.
There's a place in the world for you condiment-free people.
Yeah. I mean, let's see.
Mayonnaise? How do you feel about mayonnaise? No. Not like any condiments at all? Are you a dry guy?
No, I mean I like buffalo sauce. I like barbecue sauce. I like Jamaican jerk sauce. I like sauces, but tiger sauce for the win. Tiger sauce, clutch. If you've never had tiger sauce, check it out. It's pretty good.
What is tiger sauce?
It's like a peppery type of sauce, I guess I could
Yeah.
say. It's like a red sauce.
Okay.
I don't know, man. It's just like I like grilled chicken myself. I like to make some grilled chicken sandwiches all the time, and I don't know. I like to douse that up in the tiger sauce. It's perfect, dude. Throw a little
Heck
heap
yeah.
of cheese up on top, a little trace pepper cheese, and just go to town, dude.
Yeah, I think at the top of my list, green beans is definitely at the top of my list of no go.
Well, I don't see. I don't do the green beans. I don't do the corn. Like no sort of
Corn
corns.
blows me. I can't believe you don't eat corn.
Um,
Like it's corn, bro.
we're about to get really real with the listeners here. I don't eat corn because my father, when I was young, um, my mom. See, I used to eat a lot of things, right? And then for whatever reason, I decided I'm going to get real picky and be like, I don't eat that. So they were trying to get me to eat corn, and I was like, I don't eat that. And they're like, No, we've watched you eat corn before you eat the corn. I'm like, Nah,
Right.
I don't like corn. My dad scoops him up and he's like, You're gonna eat it. And I just remember being like, No, I'm not eating it. And then like ever since then, I just corn ain't for me.
Yeah. So corn, just all you can think of is violence when you
Violence,
think of corn.
trigger warnings. That just
Yeah.
no. So I don't. I'm sure I would, fuck with corn, but at this point in my life, 35, I've gotten by. So
I guess, man. You've never had a dry shit in your life. Sins. Thank you. Fucking A, right.
And then I leave that, so that kind of stuff I don't mess with none of, like, if they had a veggie tray, I'd overlook that. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, nah. I don't need no broccolis. I don't need none of that.
See, I personally, as an adult, enjoy a good veggie or two every once in a while now.
There's some I will eat, just not you'd find it like Thanksgiving. I mean, if someone brought like zucchini, like fried zucchini, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's weird, but I'll eat some of that. Like that's okay.
Yeah.
Or whatever the yellow one of those are, yellow squash. I don't know. I'll eat that.
Here we go. Do you guys have a favorite leftover dish you make or that someone else makes? Time to share those recipes with the people. As a matter of fact, I do, and that's why I asked about the mayonnaise. Because for me, and I was even talking to you about this recently, Shep, when I grabbed the rotisserie chicken from Schnucks. For me, it's that leftover turkey, taking that shit home, throwing it in the fridge, and then just having sandwiches. Like, it's nothing fancy. But just having sandwiches with that leftover turkey and just slathering mayo on some bread and that's it. Just the mayo, the turkey, the bread. That's it. And I love it. I that's what I look forward to almost more than the actual meal itself on Thanksgiving Day. Is those?
I just eat the cold turkey and the cold ham as is, just right out of the. I love that. Like that is. I think I would beg to argue with somebody that, like, you cook a ham in the oven, you slice it up, you put it in the fridge, it tastes better. It just tastes better cold.
The only vegetable that is horrid is Brussels sprouts. Never really tried it. Get out of here with that Miracle Whip shit. Not ever. You might find Miracle Whip in my house, but it's not mine. It is 100% Bell's.
There's things I'll eat with that stuff in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I won't eat it on its own. I
won't actively replace Miracle Whip with mayo if I have a choice.
But there's something my mom makes, like a banana dessert, where she takes a basis of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, one of the two, and then adds vanilla and sugar and then banana to it. And it's fire, but I'm always so terrified when I make it. Like if I make this a smidgen wrong, it's gonna taste like what it is, and I'm gonna gag.
I feel
it. This is mayonnaise bananas, Oh no, so.
I think that's really the only thing that I'll make into something new. I mean, it's not the newest thing, but just throwing it on some bread with some mayo. That's it. That's my favorite one for sure.
And it, like I said, it really just depends too on what it is. If I don't really always have sides, but if I did bring stuff back, leftovers. What's up, boys? I don't know. I would like to make the turkey and the chicken noodles and mashed potatoes, and gravy. I'd probably heat all that up and mix it all together into one big
Mhm.
thing and eat it.
For sure. Make a little KFC bowl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Like that would be.
I've actually only ever used mayonnaise to mix with pesto to put under the turkey skin on Thanksgiving. That actually sounds fire to me. To me, that sounds pretty fire.
I'm a
Mayonnaise
fan.
and pesto.
To me, I'm a fan of the fry. I like the fried turkeys. I think the people that have fried turkeys around me have really done a fantastic job at
Yeah.
doing that. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't see. I don't fuck with stuffing. I don't care for stuffing.
Stuffing has become one of those things now that like I've had out of season. Like, I think it was when I started dating Belle, and she's like, "Yo, let's just have stuffing tonight," for something. And it was like, that realization of you can eat this stuff outside of the holidays. And I actually love stuffing, man. I've got some in the fridge right now, just waiting to be reheated. So
I don't eat that. I don't eat the weird cranberry stuff.
yeah, not a fan of the
Um,
cranberry. Yeah, no, the green beans for me is the big one that I'm like, I'm good. I feel like some rarities for me, the ones that I'm always happy to see. Corn casserole, I know that's a no for you, bud, but any sort of casserole. Uh, but corn casserole, I usually am a fan whenever that's around. Um, yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing I don't like that a lot of people do like:
Hmm.
deviled eggs. Don't fuck with them at all.
You don't fuck with deviled eggs, my man.
No,
What even is
no.
Thanksgiving to you? Like, just another
Thanksgiving
meal?
is a lot of meat and starch for me. Rolls, meat,
Yeah. Well,
starch. That's why I'm. Now you can see why your boys over here being like, man, chicken wings would be pretty cool at Thanksgiving. I'd be down with that.
you literally know
Uh,
I'd blow up my house if I tried that shit.
I Yeah, I mean, like I said, the vegetable parts, like I usually just fuck with like mashed potatoes, gravy, chicken and noodles type of sides.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, just the basics. Your basics.
until
Like
we
if I
get
was
to
to
like,
see a picture of a Thanksgiving plate, like that's what you're eating. Like the rolls, the mashed potatoes. Like you're a gravy guy. Are you a gravy guy?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time. Um, Probably some of that. Probably some like dessert. A lot of dessert. I fuck with
Mhm.
dessert a lot.
Yeah. A thing that
Fruit.
we've done recently is started a little dessert contest in our family. I think we kind of fell off last year for some reason. Somebody fucked up the drawing of the names or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But that's always fun because then people bring the most wackadoodle crazy shit when everybody's like bringing the dessert. We definitely determined that that's way too much dessert. That's like, you definitely don't want all
I
that.
don't know if there's such a thing, man. Like I said,
For me, it's the
come on.
Oreo dessert, like that, just like that layered, like Oreo pudding kind of stuff.
I'm not big on the chocolate. Um, But like to me, it's got to be like cheesecake's got to go
Yeah.
down. Some sort of maybe angel food cake would be good.
You a pie guy?
Yeah, I like apple pie, cherry pie. Not a fan of like pumpkin and pecan, the big ones at that time of year.
Yeah.
Not a fan of those. I weirdly do like key lime and lemon meringue. Um, those ones are like one of my tops if I'm gonna actually eat a pie. Oof. Lemon meringue.
I don't want a pie.
I fuck with, like I said, I do like it's weird because I don't even really like whipped cream too much,
Hmm.
but it's like meringue and that to me that's just different. It's like I'll eat it. Give
It
me
just
that.
hits a little different.
It does. I don't know what it is about it, but it does hit different. So yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting here trying to think of like what more I've seen at like Thanksgivings. I don't know, man. Maybe this year I'm gonna go against the grain and bring something really weird, something that
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Wow, why'd you bring that?"
Yeah.
A cookie cake or something. Right.
Why not? I've considered that, with learning like new recipes on certain things, and like I said, bringing something and not telling people exactly what it is. Let them eat it, and then when they're like, "Oh my god, this is so good," be like, "Oh well, this is what it is." drop the ball on them. They'll be like, "Damn, what?"
I'd be doing that, but like, see, my sister be trying to sneak stuff in, so I don't do that. She won't tell me what's in it. I'm like, okay, then I'm not going to eat it. It's just that
I
simple.
mean, I can't blame you if you don't try it. I can only speak for the people who ate it already. That I can now.
She
be
had
like,
made
"It's
me come
good."
over once and made me eat spaghetti that she like baked spaghetti, but I believe she used like sour cream as
Yeah,
like the base mix of it.
interesting.
It was, and that's the only time I've ever had that. Let's just put it that way.
I
And that's the
remember
only time I've ever been there.
around the holidays when I was a kid, some family friends of ours, we were over at their house, and the mom of that family would always try these like new cookie recipes and stuff. Was always experimenting with cookies, and it was like one of those things from the movies where you're always like, "Hey, I baked some more cookies." It's like, "Who wants to try it?" And we're like, "Oh, we're good," like. And she'd give it to us, and we're like, "Great!" Like, because she'd always just do weird shit with it, like she'd make cookies with like potato chips in it and shit like that, and it's just like it was just some weird stuff. Sometimes you're just like, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. But anybody watching, dive in. What's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving? What's your least favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving? Things that you could just do without altogether. What are some things that you'd like to see normalized on Thanksgiving? That's a
Chicken
good question
wings.
too. Chicken wings, I feel like that might be a normal thing for some people though. Like I feel like it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to find chicken wings at a Thanksgiving.
Or at least a rotisserie. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have. I know the turducken is a thing.
Right.
So I wonder if there's people probably out there that have like a duck on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Some motherfuckers be having lobster on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So I guess nothing's truly out of the realm of possibility. But you got your standard stuff like the mashed potatoes, the gravy, the rolls, the turkey. So what's
Cranberry
some
sauce.
things with the cranberry sauce? So what's some things that should enter that pantheon of normalized Thanksgiving
Chicken
foods?
noodles definitely should be.
I mean, that's a
It,
standard as well.
it needs to. If it's not like it needs to, noodles of some sort. At least.
Of course, you're always those homemade noodles on Thanksgiving. That's what it's
And
all about.
not macaroni salad type shit.
No. We all know what you're talking about. It's those spun by a grandmother's hands. Like we know what you're talking about.
I really was thinking about making some. I was really like, damn, that would slap right now. So.
That's how you know you're at a different stage of your life. The first time you make your own noodles, it's like I've elevated.
You don't even have to, or really, if you can go get the Oakland Noodle Company's noodles that the Amish people make, and they're made just like Granny used to. So you're out.
Well, the big local thing around here is Beef House rolls. That's usually the big one at a lot of my family Thanksgivings and holidays.
The Beef House. I feel like my family used to go to the Beef House on Thanksgiving or something. One of the holidays.
What do we got here? I do dates stuffed with goat cheese and cranberries and wrapped in bacon. I also cook about 12 things for 4 people, though. Dates stuff. I don't even know if I've ever actually had a date, to be honest, like the food. But all I know is that this whole sentence I'm reading here, other than the bacon, is not something that Chef is gonna eat.
No, I go for the bacons all day. I mean, it's a pretty convincing way to get people. I feel like the culinary arts people learned that. That was a pretty easy way to get people into food, because out of nowhere it seemed like everything is like bacon. Oh, you want asparagus? Right. No. You want a bacon wrapped asparagus? Okay. I mean,
yeah, I do.
I'll try that. All right. You want zucchini? No. You want bacon and zucchini? All right, I'll try that. Right. And so yeah, no. I mean, most of the time, if something has bacon up in it, I'm there for it. So I wouldn't know.
I'm angry about the chicken thing because literally last year my cousin was so mad that I wouldn't let him make the turkey that he made a whole ass rotisserie chicken.
It sounds like. I mean, that's another thing with Thanksgiving. You got the family drums.
The drums, of course.
They play in
Are
the
you guys?
sometimes. I don't know. My family is usually really chill.
Yeah. Are you guys making or have a specific dish you make for the holiday? These are important questions now.
I don't know if I
Clearly,
have
put
a
us on the hot
specific
spot.
one that I make.
I don't yet. I like to think I'm gonna enter the game here soon with Thanksgiving, bring in dishes of my own, but I don't have anything specifically yet.
The last time I brought something, I feel like I brought. My mom showed me she made this thing where it's like you make Jello, like
Mm.
whatever kind of Jello you want. I use the red Jello, like raspberry, and you make it and you put it in the fridge, and just before it turns into like the Jello state, not really, like it's kind of liquid, but not really. You add in like a whole thing of applesauce to it, and you stir it all up, and then you let it like gel up with the applesauce in it too. It's fire. It's fire. You
Interesting.
could put some stuff. You can put whatever you want. I think my mom, and she did it, put like actual raspberries in it, whatever kind
Yeah.
of Jello. I think that's what I did the time I did it. And when I showcased it at the workplace, and I think the way I did it, because it was a little runny when I did it, because I couldn't let it cool enough. But I drizzled it over some angel food cake, and it was fire. So
Mhm.
applesauce, I feel like, is a must for Thanksgiving. I feel like applesauce is a staple.
I don't know if it's a staple. Maybe for like
Needs-
the kids table, but
Nah,
it's solid for sure.
applesauce for the world.
Absolutely, yeah. I have to go buy a new thing of applesauce myself because Belle's just been hitting it straight from the jar. I'm just like,
I'm a
well,
fan
what
of
can you do?
the berry applesauce myself. I got some mixed berry applesauce.
I'm a cinnamon guy myself.
I feel I
Keep
feel
it simple.
Used to put a little sugar in with it and stir it all up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know at all what I'd be making this year. Probably nothing. I don't know. I'll make something. I don't know.
I know one of the newer things for my family that started like a few years ago is like Thanksgiving and stuff like that's when like you're with your grandparents and the extended family and everything like that. There usually wasn't a whole lot of booze at our holidays specifically, and then all of a sudden there was. A few years ago, I think it's just like enough of us grandchildren reached legal drinking age, and Grandma was the one that started bringing wine to Christmas. Like you had your tea, lemonade, sangria, and I'm just like, oh, like what's going on here?
Sangria.
And it definitely changed Thanksgiving for the better. I feel like it definitely added a little bit of holiday spirit back into the game.
Yeah,
But
no, I vibe with that, man. Like, I, Thanksgiving, for the way we do it, we always do it on the Saturday after Thanksgiving with my family,
yeah,
because it always lines up with the town. Always does their like tree lighting ceremony. So there's a little thing that goes on like Christmas thing. So you get your first half of the day being Thanksgiving, your second half being Christmas.
Mhm.
It's always made for a nice little Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm trying to think of some weird off the top, shit
Yeah.
that I'll cook. I'd love to
I,
cook something weird, but
yeah,
like
I
good
don't
weird.
know. I this year,
Spaghetti.
I think this year will be well, I know for a fact it's my first holidays with Belle and her family. So obviously there's that dynamic to it. Sharing the holidays with a significant other, uh, always a fun time. But I feel like that does add that whole other element of like I don't know what to expect. I don't know what everybody makes normally because I don't know if we're going to make it to my family for Thanksgiving. Um, so it's uncharted territory I'm sailing into this Thanksgiving. I've been to family functions, so I know that there's good cooks. I know that the food is solid. We've even we just had mashed potatoes and noodles and shit not too long ago. So I know I'm in good hands for Thanksgiving.
I was just thinking that some chicken Alfredo, that would be a dope
Chicken
off the
Alfredo.
cuff
Yeah,
to
one
bring.
could make the argument, not on Thanksgiving, but I think it should be. I
Whatever,
think
man.
most noodles should pass. Like any noodle.
That would
there's
be a
really
really
nothing coming.
that would be a really cool like Thanksgiving feast if it was like all
Just pasta.
just
yeah.
pastas, different pastas. Man, I'd be like, fuck me up.
Just pastas and bread.
As we can tell, I have not had dinner tonight, and it's like the most terrible stream to have when you haven't had dinner yet. It's like, damn, I'm sitting here just thinking of all kinds of stuff I can make to eat. I need to eat something. But
There's really not, I don't, because like with Halloween, you can go out to the pumpkin patch and haunted houses and stuff. And I feel like with Christmas, you have things like that too. But it's like, what do you do for Thanksgiving? What do you get out into the world and do? I suppose you could still go to the apple orchard if you
yeah,
wanted
be
to.
thankful.
You could just be thankful all month long. You can
All
go
month long.
wherever you want and be thankful.
I mean, I guess like when I think of November, there's a lot of things that pop up in November that we just had Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So you got that. Some places do parade and stuff like that, and make it a nice little weekend. And then I don't like for me, it just seems like a majority of Thanksgiving. They probably scrapped all those kind of ideas because they're like, motherfuckers going to be out buying this, buying that to cook this big ass dinner. I know people are already talking today, like, I wonder what I could start cooking, like, at the beginning of next week and then freeze and then just like heat up real quick.
Oh, I like that.
Turkey
Alfredo.
Hey.
Highly suggest it. I think it's official that some sort of pasta-based Friendsgiving is in need of happening.
Yeah, especially if you did turkey-based pasta.
Alfredo, that's actually probably fire as fuck.
Anything.
I love Alfredo. I'm not a red sauce guy. Love me some Alfredo, so I think that would hit.
I like all kinds of red sauce. I love all kinds of red sauce.
I'm not big in. I'll eat it, but I'm not big in. I prefer the white sauces.
Have you ever had like a very on point like wine sauce before? So it'd be like red, but I mean like there's some that they have like really, I mean like because I've been over by Italy and got some like real like wines, margarita wine
right.
and it's like it's some sauce that you go and you eat like oh shit, okay. Wow, it was like drinking wine. Okay.
Tart.
But, so there could be some interesting
Alfredo. I like that. I'm gonna keep that one in mind for sure. But yeah, this pasta giving or whatever, we'll workshop the name, but it's got to go down. Nude giving? No, we'll work on it.
Yeah. In loving memory of Noodles Day.
There you go, Noodles Day. Noodles Day. I'm here for it.
I'll make noodles.
That could just be any old day. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a Thanksgiving thing. We'll just have a Noodles Day. What day did that episode air? Sometime in September, October. Yeah. That'll be Noodles Day, and we'll just have a celebration. And when people ask where it all stemmed from, be like,
a sea creature.
Shep had a friend, a very special friend.
It's a sea creature. I love him. Yeah, endless possibilities on the reel. I mean, like, because pretty much
possibilities.
I mean, pretty much whatever you bring, because like in my head, I'm like, man, like garlic bread would be slap. Like,
oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
5 cheese Texas toast to the Thanksgiving. I'd be like, okay.
Fucking A.
I would be expecting some pasta to be served as well if there's going to be.
Absolutely, there need bread and pasta. I'm saying it needs to happen. With the turkey Alfredo, all the noodles, all the cultures of noodles. I don't care. They could be Asian noodles, it could be home style noodle. I don't care. It's going down.
Man, that'd be the life. I wouldn't want to be the one cooking it though.
No, everybody's got to bring their own. I feel like that would be one of the easiest fucking like potlucks ever, though. Like if you can't bring a pasta dish, Like, you don't even deserve an invite. Like,
Turkey
you should be able to cook
fajitas
pasta.
and nachos. Turkey nachos, yeah.
Oh my god! I don't know why I've never thought of these things, honestly, because this is all stuff that I would do if I had, like, if I went and bought rotisserie chicken, I would use it for all of these things. Very diverse thing, but I never thought to like do it with turkey. That's actually genius. Keep them coming.
I mean, like you're saying, like endless possibilities, buddy.
Yeah.
Slather and then, man. Because what if you made what if you brought you somehow got your hands on some turkey before Thanksgiving, maybe
Right.
after Thanksgiving. Shred it up real good. You just slather it up in queso, and you just make some burritos, some turkey burritos, queso, Spanish rice, whatever you like. I don't put the beans and the corns and stuff, but if you want, go for it. I put some sauce in it, that red sauce.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be good.
I'm really looking forward to
Thanksgiving. Should be a pretty fun time.
This
man.
episode, I don't know if it did it for anybody else, but for me personally, my Thanksgiving spirit, if there was a bar, it definitely would have gone up over the course of this episode.
I mean, it's
I'm really looking forward to it.
It's pretty good. Like I said, Thanksgiving was always a pretty solid holiday. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready. Luckily this year I have that whole weekend off work, so
that's nice.
Yes,
very
sir.
nice. Very nice.
I know I was blessed. I'm thankful. Very thankful.
As you should be.
Yes,
as you should be. Yeah, man. I just don't know if anybody else who's currently watching has any other like Thanksgiving traditions, anything that is something that they.
I'm
get
sure
into.
some people go out like hunting and stuff. I know hunting's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm sure there's some people that go out and like hunt together, while other people are off cooking and shit. So
that's true. That's true.
I know there's some people that like to go out and everybody plays football or something while the dinners is getting made. I know that's another thing.
Yeah, you get those board game families as well.
Board games, yeah.
Yeah.
I can get down on some fucking board games.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else for old Thanksgiving. I know I'll pop in Spider-Man here sometime soon to get into the old Thanksgiving spirit. He had to beat an old lady off with a stick just to get that last can of cranberry sauce. So, if that doesn't scream Thanksgiving spirit, I really don't know what does.
I'm sure the things will start popping them up here soon. Get in the Thanksgiving mood. Watch your television series. They're out there. I'm sure. Yeah. Whatever your poison is. Throw on. Oh, I guess we never talked about being. That's what I should bring. I should bring some beef and squash. We should squash
beef and squash, huh?
We should squash the beef.
Oh, I gotcha. Hilarious. Okay. On that note, like you said earlier, the price of turkeys is getting atrocious. So, we wanted to make sure that our friends had the perfect Thanksgiving this year. So we took it upon ourselves to go out into the woods and find ourselves the perfect Thanksgiving turkey, which we'll follow up with you guys on that, how all that panned out next Monday. So
should be fun.
That's it. That's the promo. That's the plug. Anything else to
add? No, man. Get ready for your Black Friday shopping if that's your thing. You're just over a week and a half out from D-Day.
That's true. Well, I guess one more thing before we go. A merry moment.
I thought it was
from us
to
you. You're ready to get the fuck out of Dodge. A merry moment. What's your merry moment this week, Shep? What are you merry about?
Merry moment. I took Corey over to get a guitar from FedEx today. They
Yeah.
kind of donked him around on Saturday about getting it dropped off, so they sent it to their store, and he hit me up, and I was like, yeah, I'll just eat later, fuck it. And I was like, yeah, I can take it.
Yeah, I saw it on Snapchat. He was
Beautiful
very
guitar, very
it
beautiful.
was a
Yeah,
beautiful guitar.
beautiful guitar. Corey, he's our dude. That's what I told him. I'm like, man, you help us out. There ain't no thing. And as a musician, if I have to push back a meal or something, like, oh, I'm gonna, go a little hungry for a little bit to make sure my friend's got a new guitar to shred on, I can't say no to that, man.
Right.
You can't turn
Yeah.
that down.
Absolutely.
Just can't. So very merry moment.
I don't know. For me, I guess, I just had another very merry week in general. I feel like very busy week, lots of stuff going down between filming, starting a new job, starting a job again, I suppose, starting anew, and babysitting this week, babysitting a little 3-year-old, which was a lot of fun. It'd been a while since I babysat like that. It was exhausting. It comes with the territory of dealing with a 3-year-old, but it was rad. It was a good time. Gives me things to look forward to down the line. So, well, that's it for us. That'll do it.
That'll do it for this week.
Next Monday, sort of. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll get you. Yeah, be safe out there, smooches and deuces. Go Bears. Hell yeah.
Peace.
Talk a little more for me.
Huh?
Talk a little more for me.
What would you like me to talk about? So we're out here. The boys are back in town. The Schnook brothers are out here. We're trying to make sure we have a really good Thanksgiving, really good feast this year for our friends. So, we're out here doing our thing. Pretty much. Should only take us about a day, I feel like. So, it's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice.